Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. There are many lessons from the Battle of Jamal that we can take. One of the lessons that we're going to talk about is it's regarding the terminology Ashra and Mubashara and who's right and who's wrong. But one thing is for sure that the battle happened between the two groups of Muslims who had fought with the Prophet or who were supposed companions of the Prophet. And during that battle, one party was right, the other party was wrong. The question is who was right, who was wrong? Before the battle itself started, there is an event that happened when Imam Ali AS wanted to talk to Talha and Zubair. As he asked for Talha and Zubair, his companion said, "Do not go over there." But he told that the Prophet had told him already that his killer is not here. It will be the worst person in Arab and it will happen on a different day. And today, nothing will harm him. So he went to Talha and Zubair. And when Talha and Zubair came out, he asked them a few questions. First of all, he said, I am going to give you Qatham of Allah, and I'm going to ask you a few things. Do you not agree that on one side you have the household of the Prophet with the most knowledgeable person present on this earth? And on the other side, you have the wife of the Prophet, Aisha. And you not heard that the Prophet himself has said that the people involved in Jamal, Naharwan are the people for which the Prophet said that they are away from the mercy of Allah. That was a curse from the Prophet himself. And then Imam Ali alayhi salam said, "You tell me if I'm lying over here." The person, Zubair, said, "How is that possible that the people who you're cursing, they are among the people of Jannah? They have been given glad tidings of Jannah." Because I've heard myself hearing the Prophet say that anyone who wants to see a living Shaheed should watch Talha after the Battle of Uhud. Then he said there are 10 people who the Prophet give command or glad tidings of Jannah. Then they said these are the 9 people. Imam Ali alayhi salam asked, "Who's the 10th person?" They replied, "It's you, Ali." Then Imam Ali said, "Let me tell you, I'm telling you that I disagree with that narration and what you're just saying." Upon hearing that, Zubair started crying. Now, at this point, Imam Ali alayhi salam addressed Talha and said, "Where are your women? What are they doing right now? Are they in the battlefield or not?" And he said, "They are not in the battlefield." Then he asked, "Why have you brought the wife of the Prophet who Allah addresses in Surah Al Azab? Stay in your home. Do not talk to people except for behind the curtain. Why have you brought her into the battlefield? Have you not read the Quran?" And while your own women are secure, safe on the side, that's when Imam alayhi salam highlighted the wrong that they were committing. Now, doing this, Imam Ali alayhi salam highlighted several things which are very important. One important thing is if someone is given a glad tiding for Jannah, that doesn't mean that that glad tiding will be fulfilled if they change their actions. So that doesn't mean that is like a get out of jail free type of card. No matter what you do, you will always go to Jannah. You will always have that blessings with you. And that is exactly what happened to Shaitan. Shaitan was elevated to the highest level because of his prostration, because of his ibadah. But once he did that one wrong action, that one thing that he did not prostrate before Hazrat Adam on the command of Allah, that's when his downfall started and has taken him to the worst of abyss. That's exactly the point. Even if someone does something good, that doesn't mean that that person will continue with that goodness if they change. And this applies to every single one who committed that sin of usurping the right of Ahlul Bayt alayhis salam, usurping the right of Syeda Fatima Zehra, usurping the right that Allah had given Imam Ali alayhis salam, and becoming caliphs by fabricating narrations. That means that those people have, no matter how many good deeds they've done, that bad deed can wipe out all of their good deeds. And there's no guarantee if you change. And that's why Allah Ta'ala says the prayers are, take my life on Iman. People who lost their lives after selling their Iman for worldly gains, they will be in deep trouble. May Allah help us to relive or to bring to life the fears of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam.